right, folks. Six hitting machine, ready to take center stage. I mean, wow.
Yeah, unbelievable, right? We are going to take a deep dive today into the story that's been electrifying cricket fans around the world.
The emergence of Aniket Verma in the IPL 2025 is crazy.
You know, you guys sent us a bunch of really cool articles and insights about this guy, and we were excited to, dig into it.
We're going to unpack his incredible journey. And you can think of this deep dive as your express ticket to really understanding what's all the hype about.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're going to look at the story behind the story, right?
Right.
How did he become the cricketer he is today? And what does his recent performance, the one everybody's talking about, actually mean for his future?
So March 30th, 2025.
Write that down, folks.
Mark the date. Sunrisers Hyderabad facing off against Delhi Capitals in the IPL.
Classic matchup.
Oh, the atmosphere. I mean, you could just imagine electric as always. But for SRH, things were not going according to plan. They found themselves in a very tight spot.
Yeah.
At 37 for 4.
Early trouble.
And it was in this pressure cooker situation.
Yeah, you could cut the tension with a knife.
Oh, yeah. That Aniket Verma stepped up to the plate.
A name that many might not have known before that day.
Exactly.
Like.
So who is this player who's so suddenly, captured the spotlight?
Well, let's introduce him formally, right? Aniket Verma, born February 5th, 2002 in Jhansi, Uttar Pradesh.
Okay.
He is a right-handed batter
Okay.
and a right-arm medium-pace bowler, although, let's be honest,
Yeah.
everybody's talking about his batting.
Is hitting.
Especially, the one thing that really came out in the research that you sent us is his ability to just clear the boundary.
Yeah, explosive is almost like an understatement when you look at the power that he brings to the game.
For sure.
But behind this powerful hitting, there's a deeper story.
Yeah.
And his journey was not without its challenges.
Absolutely. Every cricketer has a story, and his is especially, poignant. So very early in his life, he actually lost his mother when he was only 3 years old.
Wow.
And he was raised by his uncle, Amit Verma.
So how important was Amit in all of this, in his development as a cricketer?
Well, think about it, right? You lose your mom at 3 years old, and you have this dream of becoming a professional cricketer.
Right.
It's not an easy path to begin with, let alone, with those kind of challenges.
Right.
But Amit Verma really supported his nephew's cricketing aspirations, despite, financial challenges as well.
Yeah.
Really just shows you how vital mentorship can be early on, and especially family support.
Yeah, the sacrifices that family members make is just phenomenal.
So it really speaks to how crucial that belief is, right? Aniket's story is a testament to willpower, determination, overcoming adversity.
And having those people in your corner who believe in you, even when you might not believe in yourself.
Exactly.
We learned that Amit actually drove Aniket daily to cricket academies in Bhopal.
Wow, every day.
Yeah.
Think about the commitment.
Yeah.
Talk about dedication.
Yeah, the time, the resources, the effort.
Yeah, that's incredible.
It really tells you a lot about, the faith his uncle had in his potential.
Yeah. Yeah, and Aniket, he honed his skills at the Railway Youth Cricket Club.
Right.
And even during COVID.
Oh, yeah. The lockdown, everybody remembers those days.
When access was really limited for a lot of people, he found a way.
He found a way, didn't he?
To practice at the Faith Cricket Club.
Yeah, which I heard has got these top-notch grounds.
International standard, yeah.
Really speaks to his dedication, finding opportunities to improve no matter what.
Absolutely. So it wasn't just about, putting in the hours on the field. He was really actively refining his technique.
Yeah, physical practice is one thing, but you've got to have that mental edge.
Yeah.
And it seems like he did, because, he's analyzing batting footage.
Right.
Looking at himself, identifying weaknesses, figuring out how to improve. That kind of self-awareness at that age.
Wow.
Is pretty remarkable. That's amazing. Yeah, so we see this foundation of perseverance, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Dedication, crucial support. But when did his talent kind of become undeniable, on a broader stage? When did things really start to shift for him?
Okay, well, you got to rewind to 2024.
Okay.
The Madhya Pradesh Premier League.
The MPPL.
The MPPL, right? And that's where Aniket's six-hitting prowess really took center stage.
Announced itself to the world.
Yeah, no more messing around. In 6 innings, he racks up 273 runs.
That's good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's really good.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
He smashes a 32-ball century.
Oh, my goodness.
And across the whole tournament, he hit a staggering 25 sixes.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
A 32-ball century?
In the MPPL, that's not just good.
No.
That's insane.
That's unbelievable.
That's like a beacon to every scout
Yeah.
in the country. It's like, hey, look at this guy.
Yeah.
He's got power. He's
Yeah.
fearless. He's the future.
Yeah. A 32-ball century.
Yeah.
That's the kind of innings that, people talk about for years.
Yeah, they'll be telling their grandkids about that one.
Yeah. And 25 sixes in a tournament, it's like he was launching those balls into orbit.
Yeah, it's like a fireworks show every time he comes to bat.
So this must have been what kind of catapulted him into, the professional scene.
Absolutely. So, riding high on that MPPL performance,
Makes sense.
he makes his domestic T20 debut for Madhya Pradesh in the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy in December 2024.
Okay, so like pretty rapid rise through the domestic ranks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was on the fast track,
It was all building up to this.
right to the big leagues.
The IPL,
The IPL.
Sunrisers Hyderabad,
Yeah.
they see his talent and they pick him up in the 2025 auction.
Right. I mean, after that MPPL performance, who wouldn't be interested?
Right. Was there like a huge bidding war? Do we know like the inside scoop of how that all went down?
Well, the details are a little bit scarce, but we do know that Sunrisers Hyderabad secured him for 30 lakh rupees and that they were, pretty impressed with his trials.
Yeah.
So they saw the potential firsthand.
Yeah, 30 lakh rupees. I mean, that's
Yeah.
a life-changing amount for a young player.
Absolutely. And that's a real investment. It's a statement of faith from SRH.
Yeah, they were willing to put their money where their mouth is.
Exactly.
And then came March 30th.
the day everything changed.
And just Delhi Capitals. Take us
Yeah.
back to that innings, especially considering, the pressure that the team was under.
All right, so picture this.
Okay.
SRH, they are struggling.
At 37 for 4.
37 for 4 in trouble.
Yep.
They need someone to steady the ship,
Yeah.
someone to inject some energy into the innings.
Yeah.
And Aniket Verma, in his very first IPL innings,
Wow. First time.
delivers a half century.
Oh my goodness.
74 runs off just 41 balls.
Talk about stepping up.
I mean, come on, first. Major IPL innings under immense pressure.
Yeah.
And he just explodes.
Wow, 74 off 41 when your team is in trouble. That's just remarkable.
It shows you that he's got the temperament for the big stage.
Yeah, so how did he actually build this innings? What were the key elements, that turned the tide?
Well, the stats tell the story right. 5 boundaries keeping the scoreboard ticking over. But here's the kicker.
Yeah.
6 sixes.
6 sixes.
That's the Aniket Verma we were talking about.
Wow.
The 6 hitting machine and a strike rate
Oh yeah.
of 180.49.
That's just insane.
It's phenomenal, right? It's not just power, it's controlled aggression.
right, he wasn't just swinging for the fences.
No, he had a plan. He picked his moments.
Wow, that strike rate, it just screams fearlessness.
Oh yeah, he was not there to survive. He was there to dominate.
And you can imagine the energy shift in the stadium.
Oh yeah, from despair to hope in the space of a few overs.
Yeah, Delhi Capitals bowlers must have been shell-shocked.
Yeah, their game plan went right out the window.
Yeah, so we've seen him go from his early life and his, domestic heroics
Right.
to this explosive IPL debut.
Meteoric rise, really.
Are there any players that he's looked up to?
Yeah, actually, he's a big fan of those power hitters.
Okay.
Guys like Heinrich Klaassen, Hardik Pandya.
Oh, yeah.
Guys who can change the game in an instant.
Those big hitters.
Exactly. So it's no surprise that he plays the game with that kind of aggressive intent.
It makes sense,
Yeah.
yeah. Were there any early signs that he was destined for greatness? Was this always kind of in the cards for him?
Well, his childhood coach actually predicted that he would score big runs.
Okay.
And there's even a story about him scoring 400 runs in an interdivision match when he was just a kid.
400.
400 runs.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, that's unheard of.
Yeah.
That's the stuff of legends.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So looking at his story, what are the big takeaways for you? What are the things that really stand out?
Well, for me, it's the resilience.
Yeah.
It's the unwavering support he had from his uncle.
Yeah.
Losing his mom at such a young age and then having Amit step up like that to help him chase his dreams.
It's incredible.
Yeah. I mean, that's powerful stuff.
Yeah.
And then you combine that with his own hard work and dedication.
His work ethic.
Yeah, training, even during the lockdown.
Yeah.
And it all leads to this incredible IPL debut where he, single-handedly turns the game around under immense pressure.
Yeah, the speed at which he's risen.
It's mind-boggling, right from the MPPL to the IPL.
In such a short time.
It's exhilarating.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Just a reminder that sports, often give us the most captivating narratives.
The underdog stories, the come from behind wins,
Yeah.
the unexpected heroes.
Yeah.
Aniket Verma, he's captured the attention of cricket fans everywhere.
So what's next for him?
Right, that's the big question.
Can he keep this momentum going? Will he become a consistent match winner for Sunrisers Hyderabad?
It's like the beginning of a movie where we're all hooked and we can't wait to see what happens next.
So to sum it all up,
The Aniket Verma story so far.
we've gone from his early life, facing adversity, the incredible support of his uncle,
The breakout performance in the MPPL.
those explosive sixes, and then that unforgettable IPL debut against Delhi Capitals.
Where he snatched victory from the jaws of defeat.
Yeah.
Truly a remarkable story.
Built on hard work, resilience, and an undeniable talent for hitting the ball a long way.
He's a game changer.
Yeah. So here's something for you all to think about.
A little food for thought.
What kind of impact does a single extraordinary innings have on a young player's career?
Like, what doors does it open? What opportunities come knocking?
Yeah, what does the future hold for this six-hitting machine as the IPL season progresses?
I mean, we are all eager to find out.
We encourage you to keep an eye on his journey,
He's going to be fun to watch.
because stories like Aniket's really highlight the unpredictable and exciting nature of sports.
Absolutely, you never know who's going to come out of nowhere and become a star overnight.
And if you found this deep dive into Aniket Verma's explosive debut insightful,
And you're not already part of the crew,
hit that subscribe button for more in-depth analyses and captivating stories.
we got a whole bunch of deep dives coming your way.
So stay tuned.